And so the griffin's dead and the girl has been saved. Or so we thought. Or maybe she's afraid of my companions, because I do have a mutant and a statue in my party, but we'll find out later why she ran away. So this was going after the air was a bowl, and no, it's not chocolate. And the funky clothes is cursed, so I can't wear them. So next is we need to go back to the village. So now we're back to the village, and now it's nighttime, and there's actually a reason why you need to be back here. The only advance of the plot, but you need to speak to the chief, which we didn't speak to before because there's people in there who won't let us in there. And that's good, they can buy some tools here. So now they're gone, and let's see what he has to say. Oh, you killed the monster. Thank you so much. Now we don't need to dress like old people. Here, take this along with you. It's the Icebowl. Use it on the lake to self. So the Icebowl is not like the item that I got in the first game there. Maybe you didn't want her. Yeah, sure. She just took off like a fraidy cat. So my next destination, of course, is that I have to go south with Icebowl, which allows me to freeze the water, which allows me to go into the cave slash temple slash dungeons slash that's my next destination to go. And there's really nothing else here. So in a nutshell, this particular village played a really rotten trick on us. So we've been in there before without old people, and speaking of, it was actually all young people. So let's stay in the inn. And by the way, the maximum gold to get is 99,199. I didn't even use 80 calls whatsoever. This was done fairly, and you do get a lot of gold in this game. So you can see here, they're all young people. This is Temis, the town of youth, not the town of old, and let's see what this darling has to say to us. Most of the town is young, so we were just in disguise. Fuck you. And let's just say, I'm glad we don't have to sacrifice people now. Poor family. Yes, they sacrifice a stranger just for the hell of it. I thought she changed. So yes, so here's the spoiler. This will come up a little later. In a nutshell, we find out later that she got scratched by the griffin, so just like werewolf, she changed into a griffin. And, well, yeah, so that's fun. So let's go ahead and advance the plot, shall we? Now, before I go south there's one side trip I have to make. So I have to speak to this deadless character, which we all know and love. So here's some known facts. So you probably see the little wings back there. You can't travel and can't cast spells like that. So it's very brave just to talk to the person. You say no, and if the most tight, then we could fly, but it won't work. It's too hard. So now the item that you got from Deadless he made for you is now can be equipped by other characters for a small agility boost. So, I'm not that too worried about at this point in time. So now I can finally go south. And the thing about the Deadless made death is actually important also for the plot later on. So now I have to go all the way south and see that little temple there, the little graveyard? That's where I have to go. And there's the Icebowl. And we'll make an ice bridge, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, Centaur's got a lot of hit points. I'm not sure about these particular Centaurs. I believe they might kill you one shot. Not by hit points, but they have a randomness, so if they hit a character, they'll just downright kill them. Fun fact about this particular dungeon, you say, is that there's no enemies unless you go in the basement. Now, you don't have to get everything in here. So the premise basically is that you need keys. So you need wooden keys, stone keys, gold keys, and a miscellaneous ghost key if you decide to get a certain item. The item is the Royal Shield. It's a good item, but other than that, there's nothing else in here unless you want some gold. And what I mean by gold, I mean like 20 gold, 50 gold, 100 gold. So I'll get the hit bits here and there. Again, there's no enemies, so I'm pretty glad at that. Well, at least not in the basement, I should mind you. So I'll try. We're gonna do right now. I'm just gonna get the important keys, which allows me to get this key and get that key, and allows me get a certain item, and I can get the hell out of this place. So the next and last part of this video is that I need a ship, and what I have to do is I'll have to talk to this queen. You're looking for a ship? Do you really want one? Yes I do. Alright, you can use one. Thank you. It's nice the queens in this particular land allow me to use the ship. Yeah. But anyway, so what I have to do now, of course, is get a ship. The ship will come automatically in the harbor. Now, I don't actually have a map of the world in this game, so I have to follow some very lame routes to get to the place that I want to go. The enemies are nothing to be chill at, and what I mean by that is that it's something you can't avoid, and actually can be quite hard. I don't think there's a ship here. Okay, so what I did here, basically, I went to Athens and the ship popped up. So what you have to do is, once you talk to the queen, you have to warp to a city with a port, and automatically the ship will be there. As I mentioned before, I don't have a map, so what I have to do is I have to pretty much guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to edit some of the video that will take me to the next place. So I pretty much spent 20 minutes going around places there I probably shouldn't have, because there's some enemies here that will turn you the stone outright. So again, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I went around southwestern. It actually took a while. So there's the dog park that I mentioned in earlier of my parts there. This, you can actually park your ship there while going next town. Or you can go to town if there's a port there, and your ship will automatically go there. Now, the green creatures there aren't that bad, that's just fog, but there's these brown ones that actually have more hit points, and they're the ones that give you trouble. The clams can be killed with the Argus Spear with no problem. And yeah. So they give okay experience, but they're pretty weak. But there are other places though that give you more better XP and better safety for that concern. So this particular continent is quite huge. There are a few places that I would need to go to. But yeah, there's Robot Man. So what I have to do in this town, from what I understand, there's some upgrades that are available, and I'll need a good chunk of those upgrades. And I believe there's another town later on that also have the last of the upgrades. But anyway. Now it's also too, once I hit a certain plot point in this game, the town Nana, remember all those weak gear that you had before? Well, they'll have better gear. But again, it's not that important to do it, because there are other places that actually have better gear than Nana. So we found a little more crisis about this town. Of course, all towns got crisis. Why not? Have kids playing this game here, or adults playing this game, and have to worry about towns. So this is Elm. No, we should Elm Street, the series and movies there. It's too bad. That'd be wonderful. Go after Freddy. So yeah, so I'm just going to walk around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the video go. I'm going to actually go inside the weapon armor shop, do some upgrades. I actually almost have 99k of money at this point. Too bad that the boy from the other town is not there. Otherwise I got some sweet deals. Alright guys, again, let it go. This is Winner 24. I'll see you again in the next part. And whatever show I do. Well, maybe we'll come back to town late at night and talk to some drunks.